Γεια σου, Πλένη.
Γεια σου, τι κάνεις?
Καλά είμαι, εσύ?
Καλά, καλά.
Πρόσφατα έμαθα για κάποιους σπουδαίους αρχαίους Έλληνες φιλοσόφους και εφευρέτες και ήθελα να σε ρωτήσω αν τους έχεις και εσύ ακουστά.
Για πες μου.
Έχεις ακούσει για τον Ήρωνα?
Όχι.
Για τον Παλαμίδη?
Ούτε γι' αυτό.
Για τον Κτησίβιο?
Όχι.
Ούτε για τον Κρότονα?
Μα καλά. Πού τους ξέρεις εσύ όλους αυτούς?
Μα από το κανάλι της Ιεροσαξίας στο YouTube φυσικά, που κάθε Τετάρτη κάνει ζωντανή εκπομπή στις 1:30 το μεσημέρι. Δεν χάνω ποτέ εκπομπή και δεν φαντάζεσαι πόσα σπουδαία πράγματα έχω μάθει από αυτή την εκπομπή.
Πάλι καλά που μου το είπες. Θα μπαίνω κι εγώ από εδώ και πέρα.
Who is the educational organization Eurosuccess?
Our educational organization has been active in the field of language teaching since 1990. From 1997, we have introduced the system of private lessons at home, covering the whole region of Attica. Our tutoring center is located in the municipality of Philis.
Why should I choose Eurosuccess?
The progress of each student is important to us, and therefore both the planning of the course and the progress of each student are closely monitored by the people of Eurosuccess. In addition, courses are always adapted to the specific needs of each student. It is also important to know that we always pay attention to keeping the quality characteristics of our teachers at a high level by organizing training seminars for them.
Is it financially beneficial for me to choose private lessons for my child?
At Eurosuccess, you will enjoy low prices for private lessons, while in groups of 2 or 3, our prices are competitive even compared to traditional classrooms. In addition, you will receive a referral bonus for each student who enrolls at Eurosuccess based on your reference, not just for the first year, but until they graduate from our system. Another innovation of Eurosuccess is the free tutoring courses we provide to all our students on the Vimeo platform. Finally, unlike most tutoring centers, we issue a receipt for our services. The price we offer is final, which means that VAT is included.
What else can Eurosuccess offer me?
Even if the lessons take place at your home, at Eurosuccess, all children are considered active members of our organization. Therefore, we offer all our students the opportunity to actively participate in all group activities, such as parties, excursions, and walks. Finally, Eurosuccess organizes a debate championship every year and a painting competition in which all of our students are encouraged to participate. For more information, please contact our secretariat.
Hello everybody from our sunny Athens. Yeah, it's 15th of November, but we still have a sunny day. And today is an excellent day for you too. You know why? Because you'll have the chance to learn the Greek language through the English one. So today you'll have the chance to attend your lesson by this lesson will be done by our teacher, Mr. Trikalinos. Mr. Trikalinos is also the Vice President of Eurosuccess. So let's enjoy his lesson. Good luck. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Kalimera σας.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are here in Eurosuccess SA, as they say, and we are again with our project I Am Learning Greek. Today we go one step further in the whole process of learning Greek, and we start getting in deep waters, though not that deep as you will see, and we begin with the verbs. Any grammar in any language begins with the personal pronouns and the basic verbs, and how these verbs with their endings create various sentences. Today we are going to begin with our first tense, if we can call it that way, present tense to be more specific. Here in Greek we call it enestotas, and we are going to go with how verbs are created. In Greek there are two basic forms of how a verb can go, and that has to go with the intonation, where the tone in the verb goes. In Greek there is no infinitive, so we are going to play with verbs as they are. We are going to begin with something very simple. First of all, we are going to see the personal pronouns as they are, and then how the verb goes with them. I want you to be very careful. We have seen how each consonant and vowel is pronounced, so I need you to be very careful while I'm writing. This could be also a very good exercise for you to remember and repeat after me how the personal pronouns are pronounced in order to make your life easier. Thus, first of all, I will begin with the list of the personal pronouns in English, and next to them I will have them in Greek. So, we begin with I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. This is a typical table that you see in any English grammar. Next to them I'm going to write the personal pronouns in Greek. I want you to repeat after me how they are pronounced. Don't mind the spelling that much. We are here to learn how to speak and not how to write. If nevertheless you are interested in that also, you can write them down. I will be very slow while writing, and at the same time I will leave you some time in the end in order to copy them in a notebook or wherever you want. So we begin with I, which in Greek is εγώ. The tone goes in the end, so you can repeat after me, εγώ. Then we have you, which in Greek is εσύ. So you, εσύ. Then we have he, which in Greek is αυτός. Repeat after me. Αυτός. Then we have she, which in Greek is αυτή. Αυτή. And then we have it, which in Greek is αυτό. And then we have we, which in Greek is εμείς. Repeat after me. Εμείς. Then in English these two are the same. In Greek they are not. If we have singular it is εσύ. If we have plural it is εσείς. Repeat after me. Εσείς. And in the end we have they. In English we have one personal pronoun that covers everything. In Greek we have three. So we have αυτή for males. Mind that even though they are pronounced the same, αυτή, αυτή, the spelling is different. Spelling, when we finish with the verbs and we will go to how nouns are written, you will see that we can have these so-called problems when pronouncing, but you will see that this is not an actual problem. So we have αυτή, αυτές for feminine, and αυτά for neutral. So you can repeat after me. We have εγώ, εσύ, αυτός, αυτή, αυτό, εμείς, εσείς, αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά. I hope that it wasn't that difficult. As you will see, we have αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά in the plural, which is the only difference when having personal pronouns. Now I'm going to erase these and we will go to the verbs.
Ναι. Και το εσείς, κύριε, εσείς, κύριε Τζίκα, εσείς, το polite.
Now the cameraman who wants to play with politeness, and since he wants that, I'm going to give him a very funny story. Now, Greek are supposed to be polite. You have seen Greek hospitality, you have tasted our summer, and everybody thinks that when you are polite, you're supposed to have a polite plural. No. In Greek there is no polite plural. It is an invention forced upon us by foreign languages, namely German and English. Ancient Greek, which is the root of our language, doesn't have polite plural because we are polite anyway. What's the reason to classify and diversify people saying, you're superior, you're lower? To us, Greeks, all people are the same. As an old saying says, we Greeks kneel only in front of God and nobody else. We are polite to everybody, but since this was enforced to us, unfortunately, when writing, in the end, when I will be writing sentences, you will see how we create this politeness and how you can play with it. So, we have seen the personal pronouns. Now I need you to be very careful because I will just write them as they are in Greek, because next to them I will be writing the verbs. So, we have again εγώ, εσύ, αυτός, αυτή, αυτό. I'm just writing the endings here. Αυτός, αυτή, αυτό. Εμείς, εσείς, αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά. Now, when we have the bases, we can start playing with verbs. Now, let's go with a very simple verb. Παίζω. Here I will write it in capital, here with small so that you can see also the difference when writing. So we have the verb παίζω, which in English is play. So παίζω is play. What you will see is that, as in many languages, the ending tells us a lot about the tense, sometimes the person, and sometimes what the person or when the person is doing something. Here we have the root, which is πες, and the ending, which is o. So what I'm going to do first is write the root as they are, and next to it the endings. So we have the roots, and now we are going to go with the endings. So we have εγώ παίζω. Εγώ παίζω. This would be what you in English would say I play, or I am playing, or I will play. Oops, problem. Here we will not talk that much in how the tenses present themselves in the actual grammar, because we don't want to confuse you. We will just show the verbs in a very basic tense, which here is present, because there is no reason to make it that complicated. You will see that in sentences, and you will understand what's the difference between other present tenses. Nevertheless, for those who speak German, you can understand that our Greek enestotas is like the German presents, not like the English where they have present and many tenses. So don't get confused with that, just go with the endings. So we have εγώ παίζω, εσύ παίζεις, αυτός, αυτή, αυτό παίζει. Εμείς παίζουμε, εμείς παίζουμε, εσείς παίζετε, αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά παίζουν. So let's repeat once again, you can also repeat after me. Εγώ παίζω, εσύ παίζεις, αυτός, αυτή, αυτό παίζει, εμείς παίζουμε, εσείς παίζετε, αυτοί παίζουν. If you can memorize the endings, you will see that in any verb where the tone is not in the end, because in our next lesson we will see what happens when the tone is in the end, when the tone, that's why I specifically put the tones, is not in the end, we have these endings. So we have εγώ παίζω, εσύ παίζεις, αυτός παίζει. Εμείς παίζουμε, εσείς παίζετε, αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά παίζουν. I am going to give you one more verb. I'm going to erase the root so that you see that it goes the same with everything. And I'm going to give you one more verb. Τρέχω, which is the verb run. So we have τρέχω, I have cut the ending, this is our root, which is a verb run. I'm going to write it and then we are going to say it together.
Playa, playa.
Now, as you can see, the only thing that I did, and it is the same thing that I want you to do, that's why I didn't listen to my cameraman going sideways so that you can see what I'm writing. What I'm writing shouldn't bother you. We have a verb which has a root and an ending. If you learn the endings, then you just repeat the root and you have the verb. In that case, as we see here, like with παίζω, we have, and you can repeat after me, εγώ τρέχω, εσύ τρέχεις, αυτός, αυτή, αυτό τρέχει, εμείς τρέχουμε, εσείς τρέχετε, αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά τρέχουν. I'm going to give you a minute to sink in and repeat in your house what I have just written, and we are going to create one very simple sentence, and I'm going to give you some verbs so that you can also play with them at home. And thank you. Now let's make one very simple sentence. Now, as you have seen, we have many endings. You might ask yourselves, what's the whole use of that, or should I learn the endings? Why should I learn the endings? Are they that important? Well, when speaking they are, and you will see what I mean. So, let's say that we have the sentence, εγώ παίζω μπάλα. In Greek we usually associate μπάλα, ball, with football, ποδόσφαιρο. So you can say εγώ παίζω μπάλα, εγώ παίζω ποδόσφαιρο, and you can have almost the same meaning, which you will see after a little bit of a game. Now, this in English would have been the subject, right? Right. This in English would have been the verb, right? Right. And this would have been the object, and the line would be this. How this goes into English depends in the context. So, if we say εγώ παίζω μπάλα, this could be translated like I play ball, if this is for every day. So if they ask you, how do you spend your time? What do you do in your free time? You can say, εγώ παίζω μπάλα. This in English would be, I play ball. Now, if they ask you, what are you doing now? You can say again the same thing. Εγώ παίζω μπάλα. Which in English would have been, I am playing football. Second meaning. And if they ask you, what are you going to do tonight, you can also say εγώ παίζω μπάλα, which in English would be something like I will play ball, or I am going to play ball, or I will be playing ball. I will not write all the tenses, because in Greek this tense has three uses, which is exactly the same as in German. So for those familiar with the German language, this could be a little bit easier. When Greeks in presence say this sentence, depending on the context, it could be for something happening now, at the moment, generally, or in the very near future. So, when talking with a Greek or listening to someone Greek, you need to be very careful to what's going on in the context. And another thing about the endings, and with this I'm going to almost finish, is this. If you ask a Greek, what are you doing? And he says, παίζω μπάλα, only, εγώ is not necessary. Sometimes when you speak with a Greek, you will not have personal pronouns, you will not have any subjects. Why? The ending says it all. So what I need you to be very careful is learn the endings, play with the verbs I'm going to give you at home so that you can memorize them, and you will soon see that you will be able to create small sentences, and this is going to be very easy for you. That said, I'm going to give you 3 verbs . Let's make it not that difficult. Yes, okay. So I'm going to give you the verb ανοίγω, which is open, ανοίγω, κλείνω, which is the opposite, close, and διαβάζω, which is read. So at home you can play with those 3 verbs. Remember, I'm giving you singular I, so you can play with the endings. We have ανοίγω, κλείνω, διαβάζω. Open, close, read. And you can play with these verbs. And if you have any questions, make sure under the video, in the notes and in the comments, to say something, to ask something. We are here for you, we are here to help you. Have a pleasant day. Thank you very much.